Delsing spent 25 years on the PGA Tour and is a lifetime member of the PGA Tour and PGA of America. Now he provides his unique perspective as a golfer and network broadcaster. It's time to go on the range with Jay Delsing.
On the Range is brought to you by the Gateway section of the PGA.
Hey, good morning. This is Golf with Jay Delsing. I'm your host, Jay. I got Pearlie with me. Pearlie, what's going on this morning? How you doing?
Just getting ready for another little fishing expedition for some walleye after the show, but all's well up in Canada.
Atta baby. Well, we formatted the show like a round of golf, and the first segment is the On the Range segment, and it's brought to you by the Gateway PGA. My friends at the Gateway PGA just do a great job to take care of the game, to take care of we golfers and increase the enjoyment in our experience. And they are working long hours, and they're behind the scenes, and they are terrific. Over 300 men and women in our section do this for us every single day. So thank you. Thanks for being involved with the show. Pearlie, you got any update on our social media stuff?
Well, you shut me down last week, but I'm making headway with Zuckerberg, and Jack is slowballing me, but we'll get there, and we'll blow the roof off this thing, or I'll get Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe, our attorneys, after him, and we'll figure it out one way or the other. And
just so you know, because people know the kind of folks that we run with, and you're not talking Jack Nicklaus, you're talking Jack Dorsey, right?
Absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely.
And he founded Twitter. Okay, that's great. Way to go, Pearl. Way to name drop. That's the way we do it over here. We want to thank Bob and Kathy Donahue at Donahue Painting and Refinishing. Speaking of name dropping, these are great people. 314-805-2132. Folks, get on their website and check out some of the stuff they do with staircases. It is spectacular. Give them a call. You will not be disappointed. All right. Kind of a weird deal for Golf with Jay Delsing. We are typically an interview kind of based show, but we're going 2 weeks in a row with no interviews because we are going through the gory details of round 2 and round 3 of my Ascension Charity Classic experience. We just finished with a late rally in round 1, birdied 4 holes on the back 9 to shoot even par, and now we're waking up Saturday morning. Pearl, set the stage. How beautiful a day is it?
Absolutely perfect. Good tee time, middle of the pack or better on the tee off. And gosh, I'm spacing out. Who are we playing with?
We're playing with Billy Andrade, and who is our third? Let's see.
Duffy.
Yeah, and Duffy, and our other fellow Bruin, Duffy Waldorf, yeah.
That was awesome. So Billy Andrade, you'd played the college golf with, and he told a story about me with college golf that he was positive happened and remembered about some great shot that I hit after snap hooking it against the fence down in Georgia, and how I hit it a foot from the hole after that. I'm pretty sure I shot 82 that day. But he was trying to make it sound good. So I appreciated that.
Yeah, you did. I remember this story, the lure of this story, and if I can remember pieces of it, some of it's got to be true, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So guys, the weather is perfect. We're the first group off, and I step up after. Did I miss a shot on the range at all, Pearl?
No. Absolutely not.
Sweet. I stepped up on number 1 and hit this pull hook right into the garbage on the left, straight away into the left. And off we went. Headed down there. I said to John, if this gets in this little area and I got to swing, there's a little gap. I know I can shoot it through there and we can get it on. And sure enough, we were in this little gap and I punched this little pitching wedge through there, got it on the green, 2-putt par, and let's go.
Well, you said you'd played the whole golf course, and up to that point, I believed you because you actually knew what to do from over that little spot, and you got out of it.
That I did. We go to the second hole. Everything is going well. Hit a where did I hit my drive on? Yeah, I hit
right down the middle.
Hit my drive right down the middle. We We tried to go for it in 2 and hit it just in the right bunker with a really tough bunker shot, and I wound up 2-putting that for par. 2 holes, 2 pars. Okay. This is where it starts to go sideways. Step up on the third tee. Wasn't feeling that great with my driver. With a little downwind, I go, Pearl, I'm just going to hit my 3-wood. I smash this 3-wood. It is 100% down the center of the fairway. Right, John?
It's perfection. It actually had a little tiny angle to the pin, which made it even better.
The pin is
left center.
The pin is right in the front. I've got a perfect yardage for my 58 degree, my most lofted wedge, and I swing Cole Shank. Shank-opotamus. Shank you very much.
Absolutely. The sound of it.
Shank you very little.
My heart went from excited, feeling like this is going to be a big day. Who knows what the possibilities are? We got this thing figured out. The range was wonderful, and to absolutely, the bag turned into 150 pounds, and I did not know what to say to you, and I could tell your heart fell into your toe as well.
Oh, my gosh. So we go over there and go into the bushes, and it's 4 foot of grass, and we are lucky to even find the ball. Not that it mattered, because we decided the best alternative is to take an unplayable, walk it back out into the fairway, drop it in the exact same spot, take the exact same club and hit it 4 feet from the hole, and hole the putt for bogey. And
so
I'm
how do you explain that? How do you explain
I
that
don't,
to people?
I was going to ask you to explain it. I don't know how. It's just the oddest feeling to hit a shot like that and then to try to swing again. I'm like, I'm just not going to think about it. I'm going to look at the ball and I'm going to swing, and I hit it just beautifully.
But it changed everything, didn't it?
It did. It did. So we had a kind of a weak iron shot on the next par 3 that got really, really unlucky and buried in the top lip of the bunker. And I hit a hell of a shot out of there and a really good putt that just didn't go in, so we made another bogey. Man, one of the best shots of the week was that I hit a 5-iron out of the left fairway bunker on number 5 from about 200 yards. It carried the water and was a hell of a shot. But then the entire complexion of the event changed on the next hole. I hit a great drive down the middle of the fairway. The flagstick is in the easiest. It's in a bowl. If I hit it 5 yards left of the pin or 5 yards right, it's all going to funnel right back in. All I needed to do was hit it the right distance. And Shank-opotamus. Shank-opotamus came up and reared its ugly head again. However, I made a par from that Shank-opotamus. Somehow I flopped one over the tree. I don't even know how. I don't know. And I hold about I don't know what the putt was, 6-8 foot putt for par. And I'm thinking, all right, I don't know. Try not to think about it. It's what I'm trying to do. But I'm first on the tee on the next hole. And 6-iron, ball teed up, perfect lie, little downwind. Shank you very little.
Oh, my gosh.
I know. Oh, man.
So what is the dynamic between the two of you at this point, you and John? Is he trying to help you out? Is he just standing back saying, saying anything?
He had Dr. Phil on speed dial. Dr. Phil was like, look it, dude, I'm from Oklahoma, and I'm on Oprah. I don't know what you guys are doing. I'm thinking, is there any way to get like a Tito's? Just said to me on the 7th fairway as we're walking down trying to fish my ball. This is funny. So I'm shanking these things, and it's besides overly embarrassing, your ball doesn't go in a good spot.
Right.
So I get down on this par 3. I'm under some trees. I thought I'd been at every spot on the course before. Lied about that too. I had never been on here. I'm looking at Pearlie, and he sets the bag down and goes, "Is this it?" And he goes, "Yep." And I go, "What?" He goes, "What are you going to do?" I go, give me the 4-iron and get out. Shut up, get out of the way. I mean, I had to hit a high-low hook fade out of this thing. There's no. I'm like.
I'm trying to slow him down because I'm like, we're still okay here. We have to try to slow his brain down. I'm trying to slow my brain down. I'm thinking we have to have some kind of a plan here because if he's just going to punch it through these trees, it can. Who knows where it can go? Let alone if he shakes the damn thing again.
So now, This is the funny and the terrible thing about when you do this. When I'm playing well, the field of vision is tight. I'm on the pin, on my target. Right now, my field of vision is like 360. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking, if you're standing to the right of me, look out!
Watch out.
Oh, yeah. Look out. Oh, it's crazy. That's going to wrap up the On the Range segment. Let's do the tip of the cap real quick. The tip of the cap is brought to you by Colin Burnt and the Dean team of Kirkwood. 314-966-0303. The tip of the cap, my tip of the cap goes to the Emerson Corporation for being the presenting sponsor of the inaugural and the first 4 years of the Ascension Charity Classic. These guys are the best corporate citizen in St. Louis. They are always involved in charitable things. They support golf like crazy, and I just really appreciate them being involved in it. So that's who we're going to tip our cap to today, and I want to thank Colin and Brandy over at the Dean team of Kirkwood. 314-966-0303. Don't go away, Pearlie, because what happens on the front nine?
What happens on the front nine? More of the same, more horror stories.
Yes, sir. Wait until we tell you who we meet on the 10th tee. Don't go anywhere. This is Golf with Jay Delsing.
This is Paul Azinger, and you're listening to Golf with Jay Delsing.
I want to thank the Gateway section of the PGA of America for supporting the Golf with Jay Delsing show. There are over 300 men and women PGA professionals at over 100 golf facilities in the greater St. Louis area supporting us. They're experts in the game. They know the business of golf. And at this point in time, this pandemic, the golf courses are jammed. These folks are working 10, 12-hour days and just doing great stuff, and really appreciate them. Every time you pull up to a public course or a private course, a driving range, there's a really good chance that facility is run by a member of our section. Some of the examples of the programs that are run by these PGA professionals and the Gateway PGA section include PGA Reach, Drive, Chip, and Putt, PGA Hope, and the PGA Junior League. To learn more about the Gateway PGA, go to gatewaypga.org. To find a local PGA professional coach for your next session, go to pga.com. The PGA, growing this game we love.
Marcone Appliance Parts Company needs to recognize their entire local branch sales team as the best in the industry. In fact, any industry, all industries. Located in nearly 50 cities and towns across the United States, Marcone Appliance Parts branches set the standard for customer service and inventory. Our sales team have the expertise and knowledge to make your major appliance repair a snap. We stock thousands of parts locally or ship from our nationwide network of distribution centers to keep major appliances working properly, using only genuine manufacturer's parts. It is our privilege to be the professionals behind the professionals that keep America's in-home major appliances running properly all year long. Well played, Marcone branch team. Your tireless dedication and winning attitude is apparent. We salute you today for all you do. Marcone Appliance Parts Company is based in St. Louis, Missouri, and is the largest distributor of major appliance parts in North America and proud distributor of General Electric parts.
I am delighted to welcome Marie Davila to the Golf with Jay Delsing show. I'm sure you know where it is, but in case you don't, Marie Davila is a landmark out in West St. Louis County. It's located on the corner of Clayton and Weidman Roads. It's also on 21 beautiful rolling acres right on the way out to Queenie Park. It's a country club-like atmosphere. It's iconic, and it's absolutely gorgeous. When my dad died and my mom decided she didn't want to live alone, Marie Davila was the first place we called. When we pulled up, we were greeted at the front door by the owner, and he took us around on a tour of the facility. We learned that there are 1, 2, and 3 bedroom villas that you can live in, and there's also 24-hour care in the East, West, and the Waterford buildings. So Marie Davila had everything that my mom wanted. One of the things that stood out in my mind as well was the way the family-owned business treats their guests. That's right, they refer to them as guests, but they treat them like family. So if you're in the process of trying to make a tough decision for this next part of life, you got to visit Marie Davila. This is local, this is family, and this is St. Louis. This is Marie Davila. Come be our guest.
Thank you, St. Louis, for making the first annual Ascension Charity Classic presented by Emerson a record-breaking success. The golf was incredible, your enthusiasm unmatched, and the only thing that will last longer than the memories is the impact you've made on North St. Louis County charities. To our sponsors, volunteers, and fans, thank you for welcoming golf's greatest legends and bringing professional golf back to St. Louis with record attendance. See you next year at the Ascension Charity Classic.
When things come out of left field, having a game plan matters. Farmers Insurance has over 90 years of experience helping people play through every stage of the game. We've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything. Talk to Farmers Agent Ed Fogelbach at 314-398-0101 to see how they can help you stay in the game. That's Ed Fogelbach at 314-398-0101.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Hi, Jay Delsing here for SSM Health Physical Therapy. Our golf program has the same screening techniques and technology as the pros on the PGA Tour use. That's right. SSM Health Physical Therapy has TPI, Titleist Performance Institute, trained physical therapists that can perform the TPI screen on you, as well as use the K-Vest 3D motion capture system. It is awesome. Proper posture and alignment can help you keep it right down the middle. There's 80 locations in the St. Louis area. Call them at 800-518-1626 or visit them on the web at ssmphysicaltherapy.com. Your therapy, our passion.
One thing I've learned over the years is that many people don't realize that standard insurance policies aren't robust enough to handle their accomplished lifestyles. Ensuring your personal success adequately, that's serious business. At Powers Insurance, they don't believe in treating clients like policyholders. They treat them like friends and family. Tim Davis at Powers Insurance can offer more than a policy. He has the knowledge and experience to properly protect your busy lifestyle. Call Tim Davis at Powers Insurance today, 314-333-4913, or find them online. Visit their website at powersinsurance.com.
Grab your clubs. We're headed to the front nine on Golf with Jay Delsing.
The Front Nine is brought to you by the Ascension Charity Classic.
Hey, welcome back. This is Golf with Jay Delsing. I'm your host, Jay. I got Pearlie with me. I got Brad Barnes, our buddy Meat. He's taking great care of us here at the ESPN studios. We're headed to the Front Nine. It's brought to you by the Ascension Charity Classic. Man, what a great inaugural event. I can't wait to find the numbers and how well we did with charity. The golf course was superlative. David Toms is our champion. He's a great guy, and I talked to him early in the week, and I said this is a great course for him. And, yeah, really good stuff. All right, so we're shanking the ball along the Front Nine on Saturday. And there's some hell of a good pars, Pearl, that I'm sprinkling in the middle of this shanky mess.
Yeah.
Like number 9. I had a kind of a gross tee shot down the left. Didn't shank it because you can't shank a wood. Had a weird lie in the rough. Didn't shank that either, but it didn't hit it. I just kind of fluffed it over down and then wedged it up from about, Pearl, 60, 70 yards to a couple of feet?
Yep.
Yeah, and then this is great. So now we get to the 10th tee on Saturday. And, folks, this stuff is blending. This is such a nightmare for a professional golfer when you're – it's hard to breathe. There's no oxygen out there. I don't know how to stop from shanking the ball. And I'm playing on my home course in a tournament that I'd give my left arm to win and several of my children's left arms and maybe their right arm too. And we're standing on the 10th tee, and the 10th hole's playing 215 yards long into the wind, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to hit an iron shot because the last par 3, I shanked that one too. And I look over, I'm talking to John, and John is encouraging and saying, come on, here's what we're going to do. We're going to slow it all down. I'm like, yep, here's what we're going to do. And I look over his shoulder, and I recognize a face. Who'd
you recognize?
I recognize the judge that handled my divorce case and all of our redos for the first 10 years, who absolutely stuck it to me as much as And I said to Pearlie, "You're not going to believe this." I go, "Look who's standing behind you." Because John, his rulings were so unbelievable. I was telling Pearlie about it. He goes, "I'm coming down. I can't believe, he's thinking I'm exaggerating or something like that. And he's also going to support me on this thing." And he goes, "You got to be kidding me."
Yeah, I went to one of the court case. It was one of the times you were in court, and it was surreal.
So, I thought I was in hell at this point, and I'm thinking, I can't believe this guy. And I'm like, okay, so I can't look over to the right, but I can sure hit it to the right. All of these iron shots. And this is where Pearlie and I had our first disagreement for the week. Because I put this ball down in the ground, and I made this swing at this ball, and Pearlie thinks I shanked it. And I don't think so. I think it went a little straighter than it went to the right.
It wasn't within 50 yards of the hole from 210 yards.
No, it was not.
Online.
No,
so
it was
not. A combination of...
I was just thinking miss hit.
Back to court. Back to court. There's the judge right there. We should have asked the judge to give you a ruling.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right.
He'll definitely
He'd have given me
favor.
a second opinion, too. You know what he'd have said? Yeah.
He would have said, you owe more.
Exactly.
You owe more.
Exactly. However, went to where this little ball kind of squirreled out to the right, cleared the people away, brushed some of the leaves out from there, flopped this thing over a bunker, over a hill, up about, how far, Pearl? 15 feet? 10 feet? I don't know. And hooped it right in. Nice little three.
Goodness.
Absolutely.
Nice little three.
So there was always a nice recovery. It was just that one swing.
Oh, there were a lot of
Jay, at this point, I have to tell you, the rest of the second round and the third round are a blurry blend to me of heartbreak and discouragement,
bitterness and resentment,
and energy drain, and apocalyptic showings mixed in between bomb drives down the middle and rolling it the best you maybe have ever rolled it in your life.
Yeah, I absolutely hit some great drives, and I hit some great putts, and everything else in between. It's stinky. It's just stinky. So here's what I'm thinking: maybe I could sprain my ankle. I'm thinking I could feign some sort of injury, and then thinking, and I'm like, I can't even do that. Man, I gotta wear this thing.
At one point, I'm thinking, if we run out of balls, I mean, at one point we had 2 balls left in the golf bag. I'm thinking, if we run out of balls, then you've got a legitimate excuse.
Yeah, they'll kick me off. I didn't know that. We could have done something. I didn't realize that. I didn't have to fake an injury or anything. Yeah, man, that was so tough. The hardest part for me was the feeling of all the air going out of the room, Pearl, where I'm like so focused on getting up that leaderboard. 5 strokes off the lead's nothing. It's a nice 9 holes that I could have played. It didn't roll out that way. No.
What do you think the other players were thinking about when you were struggling like this?
You mean after they opened their eyes after I swung?
Why were they? I was wondering. I really didn't see them the rest of the round. They just seemed to kind of stay the other side of the fairway, or the roughs are actually the far tree line. I think they were walking on the far tree line.
I noticed. Did you notice none of them walked in front and to the right of me?
That's the thing. Oh my gosh, there were so many times when I watched one time you hit a shake and this father runs over and picks up his little son. And then after that, then they're right in front of you, watching you, and you're getting ready to hit that shot.
Do not stand there.
Dude,
don't stay there. Run away. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Oh, my God.
Everybody to the right. Everybody go to the left.
Put a helmet on that kid. It's not safe.
It's It's okay to the left. Everything to the right is not good.
No.
Don't go over there.
Oh, my gosh. How does this round end? I don't even remember. What did we do?
Which round? Second round?
I don't know. What round are we on? Round 2. What did I do?
That's what I'm saying. It was a blur.
I don't even.
2 and 3 were a complete blur.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
Well, what
happened.
did you start to do? You started lining up to where you would just line it up off the toe.
Oh yeah, off the toe.
iron.
Yeah, Meet, this is a great one. So we're standing out there, and I'm like, I'm going to just hit this 8-iron. I'm going to draw it over here, and I hit this fluffy, nutty little floater out to the right. That it's not a shank, but see, I told Pearlie, I could do this to not shank, but it's not going to go anywhere near the hole.
It's not what you want.
Who am I going to beat?
Right.
I'm not going to. And so I wasn't going down that way. I'm going in flames, baby. I'm going to try to hit a shot. So Pearlie says, yeah, that one just didn't come off quite right. I'm like, yeah, because I'm aiming at 3 inches out on the toe so I don't shake it. Oh, God.
Well, here's Meet. Here's another thing. This is no exaggeration. So we really couldn't figure it out, and he's hitting it just fine on the practice tee. So round 3, he's practiced putting before we're teeing off. I run behind the scores trailer, and I'm Googling how not to shank. And so I pull up Butch Hartman. Harmon. What the?
Butch Harmon, you squirrel. Come on. This is a golf show. I'm watching the videos of how not to shake it. So when he goes to the range, I'm like, Butch says to do it this way. I looked it up. Butch says to do it this way.
So Jay's peering it on the range.
Honestly, hit everyone perfect.
Seriously.
Everyone perfect.
So we go to the
Not one.
We're like, we got this. Day 3, we got this. We got this. The shanks are gone. We're fine. We go out there. The first hole, he hits it, bombs it, except it just kind of catches the top and stays past the bunker, but just in the rough, in this perfect lie, perfect angle into the pin, and he's only 100 and whatever you were.
No, 80 yards. It's a perfect 58-degree wedge. Perfect.
So we're all jacked up thinking, okay, we can do something here. We can at least fight back to par for the tournament and have a fun last day. And then what happened, Jay?
You screwed it up.
Oh, Pearlie.
Pearlie made me shank one into the bushes, and I made 6.
Damn it.
Damn. Meet.
It was the worst shank of all of them, too. It was a directly to the right.
They call them hosel rockets. Yeah. It was a hosel rocket. I got a lot of that one somehow. I'm not exactly sure how, but it went hard right and scooted into the bushes. And how about the next shot I hit out of those bushes was pretty damn good.
Well, I don't even remember that. Yeah, I do remember that. It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Except it bounces left and goes into the bunker. Oh, I seriously thought about just turning around.
It's
only one hole.
Yeah.
Let's go. My back's hurting. How do they got to know?
Throw the hands up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Meet, we're thinking, we'd literally had the conversation that he's seen the whole golf course. Well, there was more shots later that day that he acknowledged, I hadn't seen this part of the golf course before.
Did I shank another one that day?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, on number 9.
Well, and then he hit it in the water on, 4?
Oh, yeah. That's when Pearlie goes, gosh, that thing just didn't come off. I'm like, I know.
You think?
Because I'm just fanning that thing over off the toe to kind of keep it away from the shanky spot, on my iron. Oh, it's brutal. Oh, my gosh, folks. If you would have told me this was, if there's the worst thing that could happen short of some sort of life tragedy, this would be it. Because this is like trying to pick up mercury. You're like, I don't know how to do this exactly.
It literally sounds like the yips. It sounds like a version of the yips in a way where, and I don't know how much control obviously there wasn't a whole lot of control over things,
right?
But it's just like a complete takeover, like what we heard with Rick Ankiel and other people when they talked about the yips.
Yeah, I don't think this was mental. I don't want to say. I mean, I wasn't feeling anything.
Yeah.
Like the very first one that happened on number 3 the day before, I'm thinking green light, I'm making birdie, let's get this thing rolling. And that's not how she rolled.
Crazy.
So, to conclude this absolute nightmare, we have to talk about the 18th hole.
Oh my God!
And Jay gets up there and hits a nice tee shot, but a little bit off to the right. And if you remember, all the stands were down the right, short of the green.
Remember on 18 how cool the bleachers are and all so the 18th hole's lined with people. Go ahead, Pearl.
So we're out there and, getting the yardage and stuff, and he'd hit 3-wood off the tee, so he's a little bit further back. But again, in the right rough, real nice lie. Got to figure to the pin, and neither one of us say anything, but we're both thinking the same thing. He could absolutely take out a couple senior citizens on this next swing.
Oh, I wasn't as concerned with the seniors. I was concerned with the little kids. There was like 4 or 5 little 6-year-olds. I'm thinking, oh, Johnny, head somewhere else. Go watch somebody else. You know what we have to talk about, though, Pro, which was really funny? So the last day, I shanked that first iron shot and want to make it 6. We find the damn thing. And the next hole, I smash a drive way down there, and we really can't reach the green in 2 because there's wind into us. But got a major dilemma. If we lay up, you know what kind of club we have to hit? An iron. You know what happens when I hit irons?
Shake
them out. Anyway,
heads up,
so
Johnny.
I look at Pearlie and I go, what do you think? And he starts laughing. He's like, well, I know what I'm not thinking. And I'm like, give me the 3-wood. I put it in an absolutely horrible spot where I couldn't possibly make birdie. But, oh, man, it was, oh, my God, crazy. Just crazy. You know what, Pearl, that's going to wrap up. What are we on, the front 9? That'll wrap up the front 9. But don't go anywhere. We've got more golf with Jay Delsing on the back 9.
Hi, this is Peter Jacobson, and you're listening to Golf with Jay Delsing.
If you have a car and you're struggling to get some protection for that car, let me recommend Vehicle Assurance. 1-866-341-9255 is their number. They have been in business for over 10 years and have a 30-day money-back guarantee, which is one of the reasons why they have over 1 million satisfied customers. They are known for their painless claims process and their premium vehicle protection. So whatever that car looks like, they can help you. You can find them at vehicleassurance.com or call them again at 866-341-9255 for a free quote. Get the protection and the peace of mind you deserve.
Thank you, St. Louis, for making the first annual Ascension Charity Classic presented by Emerson a record-breaking success. The golf was incredible, your enthusiasm unmatched, and the only thing that will last longer than the memories is the impact you've made on North St. Louis County charities. To our sponsors, volunteers, and fans, thank you for welcoming golf's greatest legends and bringing professional golf back to St. Louis with record attendance. See you next year at the Ascension Charity Classic.
I want to tell you about a family-owned and operated golf business that has been right here in St. Louis for over 40 years. I am talking about Pro-Am Golf Centers. That's right, Pro-Am Golf Centers. I know you know the name, but I'm not sure you know what they have to offer. Really, they have everything a golfer from a seasoned professional to a beginner could ever want or need. Pro-Am Golf Centers has the lowest price in the area of custom club fitting. They have the latest in technology. Their new e-commerce site is launching early next week. We all know how important it is to have your clubs fitted correctly for you. So visit them now, mention my name, and you'll receive a discount on that already low club fitting price. Call them at 314-647-8054 or visit them at proamgolfusa.com. This is Golf with Jay Delsing. I'm your host, Jay, and I'm sitting down this morning with Matt Swanson. He is the assistant golf professional over at Forest Hills. Hey, Matt, good morning, and thanks for joining me.
Morning, Jay. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. And first of all, congrats on winning the Assistants Championship. That's a great win to have on your trophy case.
Thank you. Yeah, a lot of work went into that. It's been a couple of years. It's kind of been the goal, and finally got it done, which is great.
Where did you play, Matt? What did you shoot?
I played up at Sunset up in Edwardsville. Went 71 and then 74 in the second round.
Nice. That golf course is tough. It's hilly. It's not easy. But Matt, one of the things that's so cool now is you get to move on to the National Assistance Championship. Have you ever got a chance to play in this event?
Nope, this will be my first time.
Great. When is it, and how can we follow you, and where are you playing?
So I'm heading down November 8th. The event's the 11th through the 14th, so hopefully we're playing all 4 days. And it's down in Port St. Lucie, Florida at the Wanamaker course.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Well, you know what I think is really cool and special about your story is that you come from a PGA of America family, don't you?
Yes, sir. Yep. My dad was a head pro for 25 years up in Cambridge, Minnesota at Purple Hawk Golf Club, and then my mom's been a director of instruction for about the same time, 25 years, and she's been at 4 or 5 different clubs up there as well. Yep.
So what do you guys
talk? It's in the blood.
Yeah, right. I love it. What are you guys talking about around the dinner table?
I'm always picking their ear about stuff. This is my 3rd year in the business, so I call them probably 3-4 times a week, ask them questions or stuff, or kind of dissecting swings with some of the lessons because I really do enjoy teaching. So I'm always calling my mom for some help with that.
Well, we're delighted to have you, and congratulations on winning the Assistance Championship. And we know that Forest Hills is a big part of our section here. It's a great club. We have a lot of friends over there. Best of luck, Matt, and we'll be following you, and we'll be rooting for you.
Awesome. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate it.
You've seen it and played it in bars over the past 30 years, and now you can bring Golden Tee to your home. Complete your basement or man cave with the popular arcade game, The Ultimate Virtual Golfing Experience. Over 80 courses, unique game modes, and you can even challenge a buddy in online tournaments. However you play, you will be the talk of your neighborhood. Visit home.goldentee.com to learn more.
Have you met your local Farmers Insurance agent, Ed Fogelbach? I want to tell you about Dean Team Volkswagen of Kirkwood. My friend Colin Burnt runs the store over there, and he helped me buy a used Volkswagen for my daughter Jo when she turned 16. We've had the car for over a year. It's running great. It's nice and safe, and we've taken it there to get it serviced just recently. Pearlie, that does the show with me, just bought a nice Toyota truck from Collins. So I want you to know that if there's any sort of vehicle you need, anything at all, you can get it at the Dean Team Volkswagen of Kirkwood. You can call them at 314-966-0303 or visit them at deanteamvwkirkwood.com.
We're halfway there. It's time for the Back Nine on Golf with Jay Delsing.
The Back Nine is brought to you by Fogelbach Agency with Farmers Insurance.
Yeah, Meat, I recognize that jingle. That means we are on the Back Nine. This is Golf with Jay Delsing, and the Back Nine is brought to you by the Fogelbach Agency with Farmers. 314-398-0101. Ed Fogelbach is a great guy. He's got his family working at this agency. If you need any sort of insurance for your vehicle, for your home, your family, just give Ed a call, 314-398-0101. All right, so Pearl, let's just wrap up this horror show.
Well, let me ask you something. I think Meat brought up a great point. You know, whether it's the yips or not, it's something happens. You've seen Steve Sachs do it. You say Rick Ankiel's done it. Other athletes have done it across the board. There's guys that can't hit the broadside of a barn and shooting a foul shot. But have you ever experienced anything like this before, Jay?
Never. Look, I've had the yips before. When I had the yips, I didn't feel like I'd be able to even hold my putter in my hand. That's how out of control I felt with my ability to use my hands. This, John, you saw it. I pured it on the range.
Have you ever seen any other player that just had something going on in their game where they couldn't get it around?
When I was a kid, I watched, there was an NFL quarterback played for the Kansas City Chiefs. His name was Mike Livingston. He was a really great guy, and he turned pro, and I was an amateur playing in the Missouri Open. I'm playing down in Columbia, and he gets the shanks on this par 3. And so he's aiming it at the pin, and it goes dead right. So he started aiming it dead left so the ball would go right to try to get himself around the lake. It was, and I've never seen anything like it before. It's just absolutely crazy. But I've seen Johnny Miller shank one in the Skins game, Pearl, down in Palm Springs. I've seen Ian Poulter. Ian Poulter shanked one on the 18th hole at the TPC 3 years ago. I think
he got that up and down after
I know
that,
he
too,
did, and it kept his card. But I've definitely seen it.
There's something that happened in the tournament, or somebody you played with, that might have had one of the most famous shanks in the history of the game. You remember who that was that you played with in this tournament?
Let's see. I played with Pavin, and I played with Pater, and I played with Andrade and Duffy, and then I played with, who did we play with on Sunday?
Calc.
Oh, it was Calc at the Ryder Cup, 92 Ryder Cup, the War on the Shore. He pulled out his 2-iron or 3-iron on 17 at Kiowa, and Cole shanked it.
Jeez. Which was obviously devastating. He's such a competitor. He's such a good guy. He's such a competitor. But they're in a situation where he's one of the best players in the world at the pinnacle of his career, and Cole shanks it. I mean, it absolutely happens. It's like I'm glad what Meat brought up. It happens in different sports. The quarterback that just cannot hit the receiver that cannot catch the ball. It's just amazing what our minds can do to us, or the situation, whatever the case might be, however you want to call it, because you couldn't have duplicated a shank in the driving range if you tried, but we go on the golf course and it happened. I think the other irony is what a career you have had, and you've seen just about everything and experienced just about everything except this. And the irony that it would be...
Oh, thank God, Pearl. I'm so good. Congratulate me. Now I've experienced it all. Turn this microphone off.
You're so cultured, Jim.
Wow.
Look at you.
I feel, you know what? I feel fulfilled now.
It's all been worth it.
I wasn't trying to bring it up that way.
Oh, we know. Anyway, you know what? I've had the yips before. I know I just don't feel like it's mental. I mean, once it's in your mind, though, it's something mental.
Every swing,
Oh, man. But to John's point, I can't cause it to happen if I tried. It comes when you don't try.
Right.
Like, I can't go out there and go, here's how I'm doing this. I can't show you how I'm doing it.
Right.
That's what's so weird about it.
And you would think it would be with like one club or something like that, but if it's across the board and multiple different clubs or irons or whatever.
Yeah, it's got to be something in the technique. I had a buddy call me last night and said he heard all about it and said, if I want some help, his name's Terry Gross. He's a great guy, good instructor. He thought it had something to do with the sequencing of how I was moving my body, and I'm thinking, I don't even care at this point. I would have a little tequila, and I don't even care. Yeah, so
man, oh man.
But so let's just wrap this up. We'll put a bow on this back nine, and then we'll come back for the 19th hole and talk about what a badass tournament this was, and all the aspects and all the glory that this tournament really deserves, and what we should talk about. This is Golf with Jay Delsing.
Marcone Appliance Parts Company needs to recognize their entire local branch sales team as the best in the industry. In fact, any industry, all industries. Located in nearly 50 cities and towns across the United States, Marcone Appliance Parts branches set the standard for customer service and inventory. Our sales team have the expertise and knowledge to make your major appliance repair a snap. We stock thousands of parts locally or ship from our nationwide network of distribution centers to keep major appliances working properly, using only genuine manufacturer's parts. It is our privilege to be the professionals behind the professionals that keep America's in-home major appliances running properly all year long. Well played, Marcone branch team. Your tireless dedication and winning attitude is apparent. We salute you today for all you do. Marcone Appliance Parts Company is based in St. Louis, Missouri, and is the largest distributor of major appliance parts in North America, and proud distributor of General Electric parts.
I know you've heard me talk about Whitmore Country Club. I want to thank them for supporting the show again for the third year and tell you things are going great for them. There's 90 holes of golf when you join at Whitmore Country Club. The membership provides you access to the Missouri Bluffs, the Links of Dardenne, and the Golf Club of Wentzville. Cart fees are included. There's no food or beverage minimums and no assessments. 24-hour fitness center is fantastic. There's 2 large pool complexes and 3 tennis courts. Stop in the golf shop. You got to see my buddy Bummer. He is an absolute great guy that would love to help you with your game and love to show you around the facility. He and his staff run golf leagues, skins games, members tournaments, couples events. There's live music. There's great dining opportunities out there, outside, inside. Anything you and your family need golf-wise, fun-wise, visit whitmoregolf.com or call them at 636-926-9622.
One thing I've learned over the years is that many people don't realize that standard insurance policies aren't robust enough to handle their accomplished lifestyles. Ensuring your personal success adequately, that's serious business. At Powers Insurance, they don't believe in treating clients like policyholders. They treat them like friends and family. Tim Davis at Powers Insurance can offer more than a policy. He has the knowledge and experience to properly protect your busy lifestyle. Call Tim Davis at Powers Insurance today, 314-333-4913, or find them online. Visit their website at powersinsurance.com.
Thank you, St. Louis, for making the first annual Ascension Charity Classic presented by Emerson a record-breaking success. The golf was incredible, your enthusiasm unmatched, and the only thing that will last longer than the memories is the impact you've made on North St. Louis County charities. To our sponsors, volunteers, and fans, thank you for welcoming golf's greatest legends and bringing professional golf back to St. Louis with record attendance. See you next year at the Ascension Charity Classic.
Hey, Jay Delsing here for SSM Health Physical Therapy. Do you want to have a more consistent golf swing? Hell, I know I sure do. SSM Health Physical Therapy's golf program has Titleist Performance Institute certified physical therapists trained to assess your movement patterns, your mobility, and your stability to help make your golf swing more efficient and repeatable. They can help your golf game. There's 80 locations in the St. Louis area. 800-518-1626 or visit them on the web at ssmphysicaltherapy.com. Tell them Jay sent you for special pricing. Your therapy, our passion.
Let your local Farmers Insurance agent, Ed Fogelbach, put his experience to work for you. Ed Fogelbach proudly serves St. Louis area families and businesses and is ready to review your existing policies or provide a no-obligation quote today. Call the Fogelbach Agency at 314-398-0101 to get smarter about your insurance. Again, that's the Fogelbach Agency at 314-398-0101. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm with my buddy Joe Sheezer from USA Mortgage.
Hey, Jay, how are you?
Doing great, Joe. Thanks so much for the support of the show.
I really appreciate the opportunity. Congratulations. This is your 3rd year, and we're really proud to be a sponsor all 3 years since the very beginning. It's a great show, and we look forward to it every Sunday morning.
Well, thanks a bunch. Tell us just a little bit about USA Mortgage and what you can do for people.
Well, USA Mortgage is a ESOP. It's an employee-owned company, so over 1,000 families here in St. Louis work for the company. So if you want an opportunity to patronize a local company, please call USA Mortgage, 314-628-2015, and I'll be more than happy to sit down with you, go over your options, discuss all the different programs that are available, and give you an opportunity to support a local company.
That's awesome, Joe. Thanks so much.
Appreciate it, Jay. Thank you.
Grab your friends, a cold one, and pull up a chair. We're on to the 19th hole on golf with Jay Delsing.
The 19th hole is brought to you by Pro-Am Golf.
Hey, welcome back. This is Golf with Jay Delsing. I'm your host, Jay. I got Pearlie with me. Brad Barnes, our buddy Meat, is taking care of us here in the ESPN studios. We're headed to the 19th hole that's brought to you by Pro-Am Golf USA. 314-647-8054. Anything you need for golf. These guys have the state-of-the-art video equipment, computers to get you fitted, and they have the best pricing for those fittings. If you mention my name, they will give you a discount on that already low price. All right, guys, we got to talk. We've talked about what a dumb ass I am and what I did to myself and the team in this tournament. But first of all, I am overwhelmingly proud and honored to have been part of this inaugural event. My small little piece that I helped with made me feel so good. I can't wait to hear about how much money we've raised for the North County area. The golf course was spectacular. The pro-ams. I got to play with some of the gals from from Emerson. Were terrific. I got a worldwide technology group with Tom and his boys. It was just a blast. And St. Louis delivered like they do. But it is so. One of the things. So, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Because I know you haven't been to that many golf events, but I know you love the game and you're playing a little more. You got out to play Norwood before the tournament was set up, and then you came out and watched the first round.
Yeah.
Tell a little bit about what you thought and experienced.
It was amazing. So we played about a month and a half ago, maybe before the tournament, a month or so before the tournament, and even then there was a lot of landscaping work, not construction work, but there was machinery out there moving stuff around, cleaning stuff up, and I'm thinking to myself, how the hell are they going to make this look like the level that it needs to for this tournament? And it looked amazing. Once they got the stands and everything set up, there were holes on the course I didn't recognize. The 18th coming up on that. That's the hole. We met you a couple weeks back. You were helping me with my swing. Yep. And I could envision the hole at that point. And I'm looking at it the other day, and I'm like, this is a totally different view. It looked amazing.
And the people, it's so fun to come in where Pearl, you've done it way more times, but it's something special about being in that little forum type atmosphere on the golf course, isn't it?
Oh, for sure. And just that next level of energy, you can absolutely feel it.
So, John, what was your biggest takeaway from watching the one thing I wanted to talk about too was how much the golf course had changed from Wednesday to Sunday. But what was your biggest takeaway on Ascension, the inaugural Ascension Charity Classic, Norwood, the whole thing?
Well, just how polished it was in year one. I've been fortunate to caddy for you in a lot of tournaments through the years, and this has just run so well. And I'm a fan of Norwood. I think it always looks great. Obviously, everybody's going to polish it up on tournament week, but they did that. So I think the way that they ran it, I think, you get a little lucky right with the weather, and you and I knew that the golf course was just going to perform because it just kept getting drier and faster, which was just fantastic, which is what made it feel, to me, the next level of special. So I think that piece of it, and how many just really, really good players. Hey, and Jay, talk a little bit about how complimentary the players were and the guys that came up to you and some of the special things that they said relative to the whole event.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I had over 20 players come up to me and say, man, I know you had a lot to do with this. I said, whoa, you're giving me way tue much credit. There's a team that did way more than I did, but they said they love the golf course. They appreciated having Lou Fuse and that group be part of the courtesy cars, the food, the golf course, the entire thing. They're like, this is really a great event, and in year one, it's hard to imagine it being better.
Say, tell them what Jose Maria Olazabal said about the course.
What did Jose Maria Olazabal say about the course? I don't know.
Sorry, he came up and complimented the golf course, and somebody said, they knew that his father was a green superintendent, and that they thought that was a little bit extra special compliment when he would come up and say something like that.
Well, Pearl, I didn't know that, but that doesn't surprise me, and I did know that his dad was a superintendent, but for some of the Midwestern guys, like Tim Herron, like John Daly, some of these guys that have grown up in the Midwest where we're in this lousy transitional weather zone, they were like, how does your guy get these greens so good? It was just literally a week or so ago, it was 105 heat index.
Yeah.
And, man, those things were pure.
The greens are always great in Oregon. They're always wonderful.
Yeah, Mike Null does a great job. His staff. Jason Marcinek is our new director of golf. Just from top to bottom, they did such a great job of just supporting the members. All came out. They were all over the place. Bobby Pavlonis, who's a teaching pro there, was out, and Jody, who's another teaching pro. I mean, everybody showed up. It was just a full family effort. They just knocked it out of the park, man. Nick Ragone and Steve Spratt, they had this idea about 2 years ago. And to watch it come to fruition, to watch it play out, to watch, the show on the Golf Channel and just this whole production come together kind of right in front of our eyes was really awesome.
Well, it was. We haven't talked about the food truck situation, some of the other little niceties here and there, the coordination with the off-location parking, etc. Again, a polished effort, and already looking forward to year 2.
Yeah, Club 314 was another high-functioning, really cool hospitality area that was jammed, rocking. People were having a great time. Michelob Ultra, the Ultra guys, they had some trucks out there. They had lots of beer flowing. People having a great time. It was, you know what? Hats off to the Ascension group. And all of the guys that worked. We got Michael and Connor and Tim and Alonzo in the back of the house doing all this stuff. Megan as well. Just a great effort, guys. Thanks to Ascension for supplying the leadership and the funding and everything to get this thing off the ground. And man, we can't wait for year 2 already.
Bring it on.
Well, that's going to wrap up another show. Pearly, hey, I expect to be hearing some other shank cures from you, like salt over the left shoulder, tequila over the right, whatever that is, when you come back from this fishing trip with a bunch of walleye.
I'll do it. I'll bring it to you for sure.
Catch them all, Pearl. This is the Golf with Jay Delsing. Hit them straight, St. Louis.
That was Golf with Jay Delsing, brought to you by Whitmore Country Club. Tune in next Sunday for more from Jay, John, and the other pros and experts from the golf world. In the meantime, you can find all of Jay's shows at 101ESPN.com as well as at jdelsinggolf.com.